What's up, Sanctum? It has been way too long. Today, we're going to talk about spirituality. I'm so sorry I haven't made a video in weeks, guys. So much has gone on and I had some technical difficulties. I actually made a video like 2 weeks ago and then I couldn't get the files off my phone, so big mess. But I'm back and I am happy to see you guys. I wanted to talk about spirituality this week because since I've been going through a lot lately, I've started to look more internally and to really explore my spirituality rather than just my Christian beliefs and what I grew up with. I'm starting to explore a little bit more of spirituality itself. What does that mean? Well, instead of just praying and meditating, I've also been reading about communicating with the spirit realm. And by that I don't mean talking to ghosts and goblins and demons and things like that, or trying to cast any spells or anything like that. No, I don't want to do any of that stuff. I've been looking into connecting with God and angels and my spirit guides to try to figure out what I'm doing with my life. I've actually been reading some books. I've been reading Youre, a Medium by Sherry Dillard. And it's actually my wife's book, and I'm really glad I picked it up because she is a medium and she is able to contact loved ones that have passed over of her clients and her spirit guides and her angels and stuff. And I thought that was really cool to be able to communicate with them because they can see things that we can't see. Being in that other realm instead of here on earth with us, like, they can see what's going to happen, what kind of path that we're on, what choices we make, and how they're going to affect us and things like that. And they can really give us some good advice and some good insight into what we need to do to make our lives better. Because our lives weren't meant to be bad. Our lives weren't meant for us to suffer and to be unhappy with them. Our life was meant so we could learn lessons and that we could live life to the fullest and just enjoy our time here. Because your human life is very temporary. So that book really kind of helps you delve into communicating with the other side and like the basic steps of communicating with the other side. And I really like how she puts in her own story and about how her own experiences of realizing she was a medium and coming into becoming a full-time medium and helping others around her with that. It's really cool. And there's also some meditations and things on how to really develop your own medium skills, because everybody has some sort of skills. We just get so caught up in the here and now and thinking that we can't do that and we can't talk to the other side, and so we just, we stop doing it and we forget that we have that ability. I also started reading Let Your Spirit Guides Speak by Deborah Landwehr Engel. I am a little more than halfway through the book. I have not finished it yet, but so far I like it a lot, actually. And it's also another book talking about how that you can communicate with your spirit guides. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my depression has recently gotten the best of me. And so a few weeks ago, I don't remember exactly how long ago this was, I had a really bad night. I hit the point where I wanted to commit suicide. I didn't want to be here anymore. I didn't harm myself. I didn't physically try to hurt myself, but I did not want to be here anymore. So my wife called a suicide hotline. I'm not sure which one she called. I think it was the National Suicide Hotline, and they were no help whatsoever. So if you guys ever get to that point, call the Trevor Project or somebody else. Don't call the National Suicide Hotline because they did not help me at all. So instead of, giving up, I told her to call a psychic. I know that sounds crazy. I know, why would you want to talk to a psychic? Well, they have more of the ability to communicate with the spirit realm, and they can give me more insights on my life and, where I was headed and all that stuff. So I called a psychic, and talking to her, obviously she knew I wasn't happy. I told her straight up I was about to commit suicide because I didn't want to be here anymore. And she told me that my soul was hungry, that I needed to do something differently because what I was doing now was not making me happy. And it's true. I really don't want to work the 2 jobs that I've been working. I want to do something else. I want to feel fulfilled in my career instead of just going for a paycheck. I apologize for that ambulance that just went by. So Talking to her, she told me that I should look into working with animals in some aspect, and that would give me more fulfillment. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So I've been looking into animal jobs, I've been applying and stuff like that. And I've also been meditating and following the guidelines of the book. Well, not the guidelines, but like, you know, I've been doing what the books have said, basically, and trying to talk to my spirit guides to try to get some insight because I need some sort of guidance. So a few nights ago, I did that, and I meditated, and I tried to clear my head and tried to hear from my spirit guides, allow them to come in, and I heard the name Stella, and at first I was like, okay, is that like my angel's name or something like that? It didn't really hit me at first, and then all of a sudden everything clicked, and I realized I was communicating with my friend's dog that passed away, and it was really awesome because I knew this dog. This is a dog that I would care for when my friend went out of town, and I would house sit for her, and I would take care of her dogs. So knowing that I was communicating with her was awesome because I knew who she was. Not only that, Stella passed away way too young. She was only about 2.5 years old when she passed away. So it was really quick, and it was really like just hard on everybody. Like nobody was expecting that to happen. So I was communicating with her, and I don't remember like everything that was said or whatever, but I do feel like she's guiding me into finding that animal job and helping me do that. Also, once I was done like meditating and trying to talk to her and stuff, I was just like sobbing, and it was because I felt all of those emotions of when she passed away, of how like sudden her passing was, and it just hit me really hard. But I was also like super happy that I was even able to talk to her in the first place. So one of the next times that I tried meditating and talking to my spirit guides, I think I got a hold of my guardian angel. I think his name is Joseph. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm still trying to figure out all this stuff and what I'm actually like feeling and what I know to be true and what I know isn't my ego getting in the way and trying to tell me that it isn't true. So I think I talked to him for a little bit. I don't remember what was said there really, but we'll see what happens. I'm still gonna keep trying to communicate and get some insight because y'all, I need help. We all need help, but I need help. I want you guys to know I'm not gonna commit suicide. I am here for the long run. There is always hope, and I know that to be true. So I wanna stay here, and I wanna see how my life pans out. I wanna spend the rest of my life with my wife, happy, doing the things we love to do, you know, becoming more spiritual, just bringing love to the world, whatever I can do. I want to do that. I don't want to leave. As depressed as I was, I don't want to leave. It's okay if you guys don't believe me. It's okay if this is not something that you want to try. That's completely okay. I respect you. I want you guys to feel close to God, whatever way helps you feel close to God. There is no right or wrong way to worship or to grow spiritually, whatever that means to you. I want you all to know that we are all part of God, all of us. And it's okay for you to reach out and try to talk to Him in different ways. So if you want to try stuff like that, go for it. I'm always here to give advice, even though I don't know a lot. I'm not an expert on that. I'm also here to give advice about being a Christian and being gay and all that stuff. If you guys want to ask me questions, email me. My info is on the channel, so just let me know. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week. And keep on spreading love, because that is what our purpose is in this life. It's to spread love as best as we can. So keep doing that. Keep your heads up. You are loved. You can do it. There is always hope. Love you guys.